Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better Show with your hosts LeeSilber and Ellen Goodwin.
Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better Show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with absolutely no one right now. Lee is out of town, so I will be hosting on my own today. And I want to talk about why it's important to drop the resolutions and try something else instead. So obviously, the year is winding down, and this is a time of year that people traditionally start to make resolutions. New Year's resolutions. And on the surface, resolutions really sound like a good idea. But here's the thing. They aren't a good idea. A typical resolution might look like, in the new year, I'm going to be better about working out, or I'm going to read more, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to find a new job. Now, all of these are excellent ideas, but as they stand as resolutions, they aren't going to help you accomplish anything. I'm super sorry to share that with you. Do you know why? Because all resolutions lack two very necessary elements that make completion a success. You know what it is? It's specificity and action plans to make them happen. Right? Two very important things. You have to be specific about what you want, and you need an action plan to make it happen. So you have to know specifically what you want. So let's look at the example above where I said, I'm going to be better at working out. Think about that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you going to be better? How? What is that? Are you going to do? Are you going to work out more often? More often than what? Than what you're doing now? So let's say right now you're working out once a week. So by definition, if you worked out twice a week, you'd be working out more. But chances are that's not what you mean. Maybe you mean it's not so much how often you work out, but it's what you work out at. Maybe it's you want to have your workouts be more varied, more intense. Maybe you've got something that you want to work on. I want to have stronger arms, better legs. But you have to be specific about what more looks like. Working out more could mean 5 minutes more a week. And look, you've hit your goal. Technically, you have achieved your resolution. But if you're going to be better, you need to know specifically what better is going to look like. Now, this doesn't just apply to working out. It applies to any sort of resolution where you just say, I want to do something more. What is that? Reading more. I want to read more. What does that mean? You're going to read more books, more magazines, more blog posts, more emails, more texts on your phone? All of those would apply. You're reading more, but you're not specific. What about losing weight? You want to lose weight, lose more weight. Okay, if you lost a half a pound in the next week, technically you have achieved your resolution. But I'm going to guess that half a pound's really not what you're shooting for. But even without specificity, how are you going to know? Same with, I'm going to find a new job. Cool. You're going to find a new job, but what are you going to do about it? You've identified a job. Are you going to apply for it? Are you going to try and get it? Are you going to change your life? You see how these things are different? You can't just say, this I want more of, or I'm going to do this, if you don't have a specific idea of what you want to achieve and an action plan of how you're going to do it. Resolutions mean nothing. They're just like a dream that you have. And unless somebody comes and waves a magic wand, they're not going to happen. That's where a plan of action comes in. If you're specific about what you want to achieve, you put together a little plan of action that's going to help you achieve it. So that means you know what your schedule is going to be, what you're trying to achieve, when you're going to do it. Now, chances are in the past, you've just relied on, hey, I'm going to make it happen when it happens. And how's that worked out? It's probably not as well as you hoped. Thus, the resolutions that you're bringing up this year. So you need this plan of action, and you can make it as detailed as you like. It could be something like, I'm going to work out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30 a.m. by attending classes at the gym downtown. I'm going to concentrate on increasing my stamina and flexibility, and I will know when I have increased those by advancing to more strenuous classes every 3 months. Wow, that's a big mouthful, but it's a perfect action plan because it tells you how you're going to move from where you are to where you want to be. Now, as a concept, resolutions are all about starting to make change. But remember, you've got to be specific and you've got to have a plan of action to give them a fighting chance to make them happen. So feel free to make a resolution, but then move it past the resolution stage into a goal stage. So be specific and have a plan of action. Now, one of my goals this year, not a resolution, one of my goals was to finish my book. And I did. Not only is it done, that's actually the title of it. Done, How to Work When No One's Watching. It's available on Amazon right now. And next year, Lee's resolution is to finish his 25th book, which will be out sometime in the spring, and we'll tell you about it. So make resolutions, make goals, turn them into goals, and make 2020 an awesome year. Next week, we'll be back and we'll be looking at what didn't work in 2019. Thank you for listening, and be back next week for another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better Show.